Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Kristelle, and today we're continuing on with Telltale's The Expanse, and this is actually the bonus DLC episode number 6. Now, I'm honestly not entirely sure what to be expecting from this episode because I believe that this is going to be its own kind of like mini side story and not super connected to the main story, but I'm not sure if it will be a little bit or not, so I'll be sure to include the full playlist link of our main story playthrough down below in the description box, as well as all my social links will be down there as well. As far as I'm aware, this story is going to kind of follow one of the characters from the TV show, which I have not personally watched, but I felt like the main story did a pretty good job of doing like an onboarding and letting you know all the information you needed to, so hopefully I'm crossing my fingers that this should also be the same for this case, but yeah, we'll just kind of have to see how it goes. As always, of course, don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up if you're liking, it helps me a lot, but otherwise let's go and get started.
And in politics, the Secretary General and other high-ranking UN administrators are on Luna for a security summit. We await the official briefing later tonight. Deputy Undersecretary Chrisjen Avasarala has been sequestered to an undisclosed Earth location for emergency government operations.
Security bunker.
Archangel is arriving. Stand by for resume post.
Oh. Okay, so we're underground.
Ma'am, if you need anything at all, you can use it.
A little bit sassy.
So
Alright.
this is the Secretary General's hideaway.
Whoa.
Not bad for a coffin. Nishan, where the fuck are you?
Good morning, Madam Deputy Undersecretary. How was your trip in?
You mean my descent? I'm being guarded like a fucking war prisoner. What do you think?
Was it another assassination plot?
Could be any damn thing. With everyone on Luna for the summit, I am suddenly the highest ranked official on the planet.
Oh, okay.
Congratulations.
I forgot to plug in my controller. Hold on. Bullshit. Thank you. Yeah, let's just say
Sure.
thank you.
It doesn't mean a shit, but at least it's a chance to annoy my enemies.
What a
Where's
voice.
your voice coming from anyway?
Oh, not
I
theirs.
don't see it comes, Link.
That'll drown.
What in the flying fuck?
Apologies for the dramatic reveal. I know how you dislike me pinging your terminal all day. It seemed to be a workable solution. I also took the liberty of having security bring down some of your personal items.
Chess.
Jesus, how long do you think I'll be down here?
God, her voice is so cool. It's not what I was expecting at all.
Okay, messages.
And Admiral Krusco has sent an urgent message about a situation near Juno, and Undersecretary Mendez is still hounding you about the reorganization plan.
That's all?
No, there's also a message from Callisto.
Are you sure?
Yes, it reached your receiver about 45 minutes ago. I forwarded it to your hand terminal.
Okay, go back to your dock. Let me get to work.
Cool. Alright, I have honestly no idea what's going on, so look.
Some fucking admiral and that Torb Mendes. That's the agenda.
Okay. Here, I'll move down here so I'm not so much in the way. Mendez. Department, ROL and Security, UNN, SOF, Kingston, New York, Earth. Okay.
Chrisjen, I hear you're working out of the bunker today. Is it as ostentatious as everyone says?
Only thing missing is a chandelier. I hear you were looking for me.
Ah, yes. Listen, your role as Undersecretary of Peace Operations is invaluable, of course.
And yet?
And yet, the Belter threat calls for greater scrutiny. It should be the work of a committee, one that I'm shocked hasn't formed earlier. Anyway, the Security Council is planning a vote on the issue.
What issue? The issue of whether to strip me of my powers and throw the belt into chaos.
I know big changes can be challenging, especially when you've been in the UN for so long. But this is a move to protect our people.
This is a mistake? This is a power play. Ooh.
The belt is on the verge of collapse, and you want to appoint a bunch of people who have no experience there. Explain how that protects anyone.
We'll assemble the best team we can. Any transition invites some amount of instability. But listen, maintaining peace in the belt is more than one person can accomplish. Everyone is finally acknowledging all the work you do.
By taking my job.
His voice is so
Don't
patronizing.
think of it that way. If you excuse me, I've got another call. Always a pleasure.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't know if this is supposed to be before or after or during the main story of the Telltale Expanse. And then the next one is Admiral Carmine Krusco. Or Cresco. Sorry if I pronounce any names wrong. United Nations Naval Fleet Command, UNN Josie Wales, Jupiter Fleet, 53 minutes. Okay.
Undersecretary Avasarala, with Fleet Admiral Hold indisposed on Luna, we've been instructed to defer to you. for matters of lawful jurisdiction. At 1800 hours, the MCRN battleship Ramses II entered Juno moonspace. We have hailed the Ramses II 3 times, and we are now within our rights to seize the vessel. However, I've been ordered to seek your go-ahead on all matters in the belt, regardless of urgency or severity. Seeing as you are a civilian administrator, I urge you to trust your military officers to make the right decisions. I eagerly await your response, but I must warn you, if we do not receive orders soon, we will be forced to engage. Admiral Krusco, out.
Civilian administrator, my ass, brass prick.
Okay.
This Krusco seems damn sure of himself. That makes me even less confident of his assessment. I better look into it myself before responding.
Okay, so gather intel at the star map for more objectives. Okay, hold on. Can I look at everything else? Why can I? Okay. And what about this? Okay. Oh, you can speed it up. Wow. Okay. What about
It's
this
been a
one?
long time since Shawnable called.
Who? Notifications. How did she pronounce that? Sharon Paul? Listen to
Hi,
message.
Mom. It's me.
Oh,
They lifted the comms embargo, and I wanted to say hey.
a kid.
Haven't
Okay.
heard from you in a few days, and, well, I'm worried. You took the news about Marie badly. She's not what you think she is. She's not a terrorist. She's fighting for justice for ordinary people who were caught in the crossfire.
Who's Marie?
I know you say I distract myself from what's important, but, well, this is important. She is, to me. Anyway, I
Oh.
love you, and I miss you. Keep me in your prayers. Talk soon.
So maybe...
Boy, this is no time for romance.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe a partner. Okay, so it looks like we can also reply to the
Sweet child,
message.
the United Nations did not send you all the way across the solar system to get laid. We love to hear from you, but I expect updates on your health and safety, not on your damn love life. Listen to me, because I won't say it again.
Forget the girl? Get yourself tested. Huh?
You must forget Marie, whoever the hell she is. You have a job to do, and your mind must be free from all distraction.
I don't really
Focus
like
on
either
your
option.
mission, and you will be back with us soon. Now, go. I'm sure there is something more important you should be doing. And be safe, my sweet boy. Make us proud.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really know what the get tested thing is, but I feel like maybe that was gonna be a rude response. Though I guess forget the girl is also pretty rude, to be honest. Okay, so what is over here now? Oh god. Puzzle. Apply the tiles to connect both halves of the key. Okay, this might take me a little while. Let's just see how it goes, I guess. Okay, I think that worked.
I leave this here until I know what it opens.
Alrighty, I guess that was it for now. Okay, so gather intel at the star map or play chess with Arjun? Sorry, I don't remember how to pronounce that.
My father's a statue. Sean thought of everything. Sitting at the Secretary General's desk. Once a dream, now a goddamn headache.
Okay. Does look like there's a safe over here, so I'm imagining that that's where we need to put that key thing.
Once I've finished my work, this will serve nicely for a wind down. So this is where our discretionary funds have gone, to feather an underground nest.
God, she's so... she's so cynical. For what? Alright, who's this lad over
The
here?
bobblehead himself. They really captured the insecure look in his eyes. You can almost believe that you're not hundreds of meters underground. Almost.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I immediately forgot, to be honest.
I may not be certain of a higher power, but sometimes it's nice to share all this shit with somebody else.
Sure. Okay, we can also meditate. Silent meditation or prayer? Should I say prayer? Oh god. Oh, Zen Master Achievement. Alright.
Give me the strength to solve this clusterfuck around Juno. Protect Sharnapal from his own foolish impulses.
Oh right, that was the kid's name. I immediately forgot. My bad.
I never thought I'd miss the real Nissan, but this little gadget creeps me out.
Okay, I'm going to select those things after because I kind of want to do the side stuff first, I think. A little waterfall.
Dear God, what a waste of water.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of true, but also whatever water is in there, it's like cycles through. At least that's how I think those things work in real life.
If only everything was as straightforward as chess. In politics, the rules are always changing.
All right.
Good
Ooh.
morning, my love. You look absolutely ravishing. It's true I cannot see you, but I've learned that it's safer to assume. If I was with you, I wouldn't be able to stop from sweeping you into my arms and carrying you. But
Cute.
alas, I'm not, and will have to settle for your bishop. Your move, darling.
Cool.
my dear Arjun.
Attack or defend? God, I really have not played chess in a while. Guess we'll defend.
Your flattery won't save you. The more you attack, the more you leave yourself unguarded. Speaking of guarded, they have me locked up in a cell like an animal. That's politics for you. What I wouldn't give to see your face.
So how does that work? And also, it's ironic that she said all that stuff about her son, like it's not the time for romance and all this kind of stuff, after maybe this seems to be some sort of romance.
I have something special for you to work on.
Of course. What do you need?
My son is in contact with a girl on Ganymede, Maria Sparrow.
Is she a UN official? A Martian diplomat?
She's a Belter activist.
Oh.
I know the basics, enough for me to wholeheartedly disapprove of her. But this girl could be using my son for his UN access, or trying to recruit him.
I see, Madam Undersecretary. I'll make the appropriate inquiries.
What, is it impossible that she actually just likes him?
I'm going to need everything you have on Mendez.
Frankly, he's a pretty open book. Son of diplomats, top of his class at the UNS, spotless record.
I know his type, a possible ally. Ooh.
If I work this right, I may be able to bend this little shit to my will.
Jesus.
Possible, but unlikely. He seems to see this vote as a chance to establish himself.
I see.
Tell me about that shit-eating admiral.
I have his file here, but something is off. Gaps in command, sealed records.
Oh, he's well connected? He's corrupt.
So Cusco has something to hide. Maybe something I could use as leverage if you won't take orders.
Let me do some digging. It might be nothing, but it couldn't hurt.
Okay, I think the last thing is the star
I should
map.
put up the reports on Juno and Ramses too.
Pretty cool. Wow, okay.
The belt, aka my never-ending headache.
Inner
As
planets.
if Earth weren't big enough to worry about.
Oh my, location data. Oh god, we can actually look at so many things. Okay, let's just start left to right. Phobos surveillance station, Deimos intelligence outpost, MCRN, intelligence gathering, mission system. Okay, intelligence reports.
Why not? If someone offers you a favor, it's best to take advantage.
MCRN ship inventory, confidential, forwarded message. The UN Secretariat Senior Intelligence Staff. It has come to my attention that the members of the Security Council may be interested in the latest ship inventory surveys for the Phobos and Deimos shipyards. These logs are available for anyone of level 7 clearance or higher. Please advise. UNN Threat Analyst, Kotyar Ghazi. Okay, and what about Mars?
Cloaking their military overreach in promises of protection. A classic Martian trick.
Operation Silent Wall. Classification secret. Likely in response to the recent uptick of violence in the Belt, the MCRN has launched a sweeping campaign to combat piracy in all territories and systems under its direct control. This initiative is being called Operation Silent Wall. UN intelligence officials have been formally briefed on the campaign's mission objectives, and senior leadership, with the approval of the Secretary General, have pledged their sorry, I don't know what that word is, support. In its first action as part of Operation Silent Wall, the MCRN has dispatched the MCRN Donager from Mars to Deimos under the command of Captain Teresa Yao. Okay, and then there's Earth.
10%. Why not just ask for a pony in every household? Useless posture.
Politicians promised to raise BA confidential. In a surprising announcement, representatives of the Elevation Coalition have revealed details of a closed-door deal regarding an increase in basic assistant benefits. The proposed deals names more than 50 prominent political figures who have publicly pledged their support for an increase in the basic assistance dole. Sponsors seek a 10% raise over the next 5 years. The Office of the UNN Secretary General has not yet issued a response. Okay, I think I'm learning a lot of things and I don't know what any of it means. Luna Colony, UN.
If only meteors would silence some of the blowhards in the UN.
Micrometeors disrupt satellite arrays. Confidential. Scientists from Mikazuki Communications, assisted by astronomers at the University of Luna, have identified micrometeors as a culprit behind the spate of recent disruptions in surface and orbital tight beam traffic. According to Dr. Verena Gage of the University of Luna's Laser Science Laboratory, an unusually high number of micrometeor showers has significantly abraded the Moon satellite system array, which is responsible for succession tight beam transmissions. Mikazuki Communications has assured the UN that updates to software and upgrades to protective measures are both forthcoming. Alright, I'm just avoiding the middle one first because I think that's what we're supposed to do.
We keep pushing farther and farther out. God knows why.
I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, so Titan.
I hope these fools realize that black markets are to be managed, not eliminated.
Black market crackdowns, classification secret. Vector Security's CIO Zeb Bachuri has notified UN authorities on Titan of the firm's plan to raid several black market sites in the cities of Jingpo and Bolsena. A recent rise in traffic of illegal goods has caused a troubling crime wave that has local governments looking for answers. UNN assets are monitoring Vector's actions closely, as the firm was only recently acquitted of excessive force, indiscriminate use of riot control, and manslaughter charges to their involvement in previous disputes. And then Ganymede.
In a perfect world, everybody gets what they need, but the belt is far from perfect.
New domes inflame local tensions. Classification official. According to a recent press release, Ganymede Station Collective has entered into a long-term development contract with the Tamyun Agriculture Concern for the construction of 2 new domes on the lunar surface. Groundbreaking is expected to commence in early 2353. Some local political factions, primarily groups associated with a non-violent pro-Belter platform, have lobbied to stop the partnership. The resistance is due to the fact that Belter households receive only 10% of locally resourced crops, despite making up 65% of the total population. Representatives of GSC and XTAC have not commented on the tensions. And Callisto.
What a mess. I pray Charnapol isn't the one who has to clean it up.
Okay, so this is where the sun was. Terrorism threat in the wake of negotiation breakdown. Secret. After recent negotiations with the Hovian or Jovian Transit Union failed to produce a new work contract, incidents of terrorism have risen. All incidents have been property focused so far. In East Block Level 4, a water filter was disabled and stripped for parts. In East Block Sub-Level B, an assembly line was firebombed. UNN forces have been put on alert, while MCRN forces believed to be monitoring the situation as well. Okay, let's look at the belt now. Oh god, there's so many things. Okay, Tycho Station.
One can only imagine what we could have done with all that wasted Mormon money.
Nauvoo main drum completed, confidential. In a triumph for its shipwrights, a huge step towards legitimacy for its upstart administrators, Tycho Station has announced the completion of its primary rotation drum for its central construction project, the LDSS Nauvoo? Sorry, I'm pronouncing that wrong for sure. Many were skeptical of Fred Johnson's intentions to enter into a long-term agreement with Mormon elders headquartered on Earth. However, the resulting deal has proven to be both monetarily beneficial and technologically innovative. At approximately 2,500 meters in length and propelled by an unprecedented 8 G4000 series Epstein drives, Nauvoo's rotating interior drum will enable its crew of 4,000 to thrive during its century-long journey beyond Sol system to its destination in Tau City, or Kitty, I don't know, Vesta.
A known OPA terrorist meeting with Martian agents. This could be interesting.
UN Red Notice secret. UN authorities on Vesta have issued a red notice for Quill Caldera, known as Lieutenant of the Voltaire Collective, a radical faction of Outer Planets Alliance. Caldera was spotted in Vesta Station meeting with operatives of the MCRN Covert Operations Division. Family name Caldera, forename Quill Isaac, male 26, Bond City, and Calodis. Distinguishing marks, OPA tattoos on forearms, eye augments, different colors, charges, terrorism, murder, blackmail. Okay, and then Ramses 2.
Based on the velocity, the Ramses doesn't appear to be any immediate threat to Juno.
All the more reason to keep assessing and avoid making a mistake, right?
Sure. Okay, so it has the coordinates, velocity, crew, around 1K active personnel, mission unknown, and then there's Juno.
Martians are brash, but a move like this requires serious balls. I don't like it.
Why would they enter a heavily guarded demilitarized zone with a single warship? It doesn't add up.
Okay. Rogue MCRN warship secret. UNN intelligence has detected an anomalous MCRN warship on a projected flight path with Juno orbit. The vessel's position has been logged and verified by Juno Flight Security, the UNN Jupiter Fleet Command operations on Ganymede, and the UNN Josie Whales in orbit around Juno. Early data mining has identified the warship as the MCRN Ramses II, a 2040 make Donager class battleship that was previously stationed near LO or IO. Its mission is unknown. UNN Jupiter Fleet Command recommends a threat level assessment escalation to Orange, requiring consultation with members of the UNN Secretariat. Okay, and then that's also where Crusoe was. Okay, I think that was everything. I'm pretty sure we read it all. Okay, we're technically supposed to record the message to Crusoe, but I just kind of want to see what happens if we try to leave.
Don't worry, ma'am. Nobody's getting in without my say-so.
As long as I can still get out. Private.
Sharp, ma'am. Private Sharp. You need to remain in place while Navy intelligence runs a short security review.
Keep up the good work? This is bullshit. Oh. I mean, it kind of seems like we were trying to flirt, so...
Well, thank you for your service, Private. I feel safer already.
Affirmative.
Oh, and if Undersecretary Mendes stops by, you have my permission to kick his ass.
That's not what I was expecting. I honestly thought maybe we would just get a little bit of dialogue or something saying that we weren't allowed to leave. Let's sit back down and see what we can do.
I'm ready to respond to Admiral Krusko's message. Admiral Krusko.
Okay, let's go with diplomatic.
The Jupiter fleet is under your command, and I have no intention of disputing your authority. However, I have reviewed the logs for the Ramses II, and I see no direct threat to Juno Station or the Jupiter fleet. Whatever the Martians are doing with that ship, it remains a mystery, one I intend to solve.
Hopefully that was the right choice. I don't really know what being aggressive would have done, but you know.
I believe I've earned my drink now. If I'm ready for a break, am I ready to unwind?
I'm pretty sure we've done everything, to be honest, so let's just go ahead.
Mars, Earth, the belt, your own damn children. It's all too much to control.
Oh. Oh.
Shit.
That's kind of cool. I like seeing the windows disappear. Like the screen's just kind of glitching out like that. It's kind of interesting.
Madam Deputy Undersecretary, I received a new update from the Director of Operations. Stand by.
The time window for restoration of services has been extended indefinitely. Thank you.
Does the Director of Operations happen to report to Undersecretary Mendes?
Yes, D.O. Tanaka is a direct report.
This is no accident. Mendes is trying to block me out of the vote.
Oh.
Forgive me, Madam Deputy, but isn't that a little paranoid?
Just cautious? He'll stop at nothing.
You'd be paranoid too if you got fucked over as much as I do.
Whatever's causing it, we won't get much done without power.
You underestimate me, Nishan. My electrical engineering degree wasn't just for show.
Alright. Oh god.
Word of this gets out, I'll have your testicles as paperweights.
Huh?
Understood, Madam Deputy Undersecretary.
I learned a few things besides networking at Kano Polytech.
Oh.
Let's hope I remember them.
I don't remember anything. What am I trying to do? Oh, okay, I think this is gonna be kind of like main story when we had to connect the lights and stuff, so let's just give it a go. I think that's good. Nice. Cool. Wow, our view outside is different too. Cool, alright. Very good.
Well done, Madam Undersecretary.
Thanks, man.
What can I say? I live to impress you, Nishan.
Cute.
We have power again, but it's limited. Any news from the outside world?
The Security Council vote will proceed as planned, but you are scheduled to address the delegates first. The Ramses II is still off course near Juno, and the intervention window is closing. You've received another message from Admiral Krusko, and you should be able to contact him again.
Okay.
That won't mean shit if I can't make him listen. Did you find any dirt on him?
I'm afraid not. Of course, if the Secretary General weren't indisposed, he might share whatever unsealed files he might have.
He's safe. I like this dark side of you, Nishan.
I learned from the best, Madam Undersecretary.
Alright.
I love being reminded of all the beautiful places I can't visit.
Yeah.
Another few hours down here, and I'm going to claw those sanctimonious eyes out.
Okay, I wasn't sure if everything would have new interactions or not.
What are you looking at? All the smog and serene.
I guess we'll meditate again? Sure, let's do another prayer.
Give me the strength not to strangle that infuriating private, or the strength to do it. Either way, get Krusko to listen to reason. Give him enough wisdom or enough fear of what I'll do to him. Protect my husband, who I need far more than I want him to know.
Seems good. Can I do it again? Okay, I want to see this time what the silent meditation does. Nothing. Okay. Why I thought that would do anything, I don't know. Hello, Nishan?
It's sad, but without this Nishan drone here, I would feel truly alone. Maybe my guard is taking a piss, and I can make a break for it.
Yeah, I was curious to see, hello.
We've heightened our security protocols in response to the increased threat level.
Cool.
I apologize for the inconvenience to you. How is your power back on?
Oh, let me hope that's an order? Yeah, don't worry about
Have
it.
you considered, Private, that if this were a real security threat, they wouldn't have assigned a single fucking private to handle it?
Not my place to consider, ma'am. I have a job to do.
Same here, you insufferable automaton.
That was kind of rude. I thought we were gonna be friends. Okay then.
At least I won't die of thirst if they forget about me down here. Do I need to start watering that thing? Not ready for a break yet. Dad always said I was the only one with stronger shoulders than Atlas, if he could see me now.
Okay, let's play some more chess.
My
Cool.
darling, I'm sorry to hear that you've been detained. Though I'm more than willing to press my advantage while your attention is elsewhere. I'm not surprised that foolish men think that they can control you, and I pity them greatly. I just heard from Shanapal. All things considered, he's faring well. I credit your fighting spirit, which I trust won't be too wounded by the loss of this pawn.
Faring well? Have you heard what your son is doing on Callisto?
Attack or defend? Let's attack this time.
Foolish little shit. Falling in love with some belter. I blame you for this ridiculous sentimentality. All the time we spent raising him, and what does he do? Falls in love on a rock in the middle of space. Talk to him, Arjun. If you can't change his mind, no one can.
I'm a little unclear if the chess is like an actual live call or if you just leave little messages or what. Okay, so we can check the safe for dirt on Cusco. Okay, let's go ahead and grab that key then.
What's the point of sitting in for the Secretary General if I don't get to break into his safe?
Okay, please, let me in. Wow, it's kinda empty.
Go back to your base and face the wall. It's called plausible deniability, for fuck's sake.
Deniability of what?
Good draw.
I mean, you kind of gave us the ideas, so... Oh god, there's quite a few things, okay. Deep cover agents. Oh my. Okay, Agent Carol, codenamed Jazz. Defense Minister Chrisjenov's household staff. Leah's report, Defense Minister has 2 mistresses and listens to Belter Punk while exercising. Long-term implications, none. Short-term implications, none. Revisit options for assigning agent to Prime Minister staff. Agent Allen, codenamed Calypso. Russian Cabinet janitorial staff. Latest report, MCRN considers all joint UN MCR protectorate planets and settlements as their rightful jurisdiction. Conversations overheard that any efforts at co-governance are acquiescing to Earth supremacy. Long-term implications, potential Martian takeover of Mercury and Venus. Short-term, the potential Martian takeover of Eris, Juno, and all other joint stations in the belt. Agent Morrison, codenamed Disco. Location, Sirius Station, Star Helix Precinct. Latest report, increased Loca Griega presence on the docks. Star Helix is reporting fewer arrests than last quarter. Possible bribes? Ooh, okay. Crucible file. United Nations Naval Fleet Command, UNN Jersey Wales, Jupiter Fleet. Disciplinary actions, censor admonishment. Inside Crucible was seen in the Dessa Harry Lounge on UN headquarters. He was in the company of 2 women and had not been properly screened upon entrance, and found in possession of several grams of pixie dust. Records sealed on the request of Captain Lorenzo Crucible. 10-day suspension of duty. Lieutenant Crucible failed a routine drug test. Records sealed on the request of Captain Lorenzo Crucible. Censor reprimand, seen in the distinguished Hyacinth Lounge on Ceres in the company of 3 women. Overheard loudly discussing his previous missions. Record sealed on the request of Crucible. 10-day suspension of duty. Was involved in an unsanctioned skirmish with a Belter rock hopper that flew into UNN airspace. Record sealed on the request of UNN security. Okay, not great looking for him. Emergency protocols, top secret protocols. In the event of full-scale military engagement with Mars, page 1 of 956. Jesus. Martian military analysis, scenarios, Martian first strike, analysis of potential first strike targets, scenarios, Earth preemptive strike, contingencies, environmental collapse, overview of missile defenses, scenarios, Martian innovations in technology, and the Belter as theater of conflict.
It's almost optimistic to think we could fuck up this planet more than we already have.
In the event of large-scale environmental collapse, overview of population centers and risk assessment, implementation, seawalls and their limitations, carbon captures, research and setbacks, food shortage and famine, large-scale evacuation, Luna aka Operation Moonshot, Mercury and Venus terraforming evacuation aka Operation Rock, and that's grayed out, Cloud Cities, a post-mortem analysis, Mars first strike / evacuation aka Operation Hard Place.
If we were wasting our time planning for alien contact, at least we are being honest about it.
In the event of encounter with extrasolar life forms, step 1, find God. Step 2, verify the accuracy accuracy of any proof of extrasolar life forms, rule out all possible Martian interference or counter-espionage, advanced Martian technology, radio frequency manipulations, costumes, and prosthetics. Step 3, begin diplomatic overtures with Mars, aka Operation Devil You Know. Conduct a full overview of Mars weapons and begin consolidation efforts. Continue to evaluate for signs of Martian involvement in a large-scale hoax before weapons consolidation. Step 4, assemble a team of linguistics, exobiologists, and faith leaders and attempt communication. Okay then, I can't really read anything else, so I'm guessing that we're good now. Go ahead and take a little seat. Looks like we've also got more messages on our hand terminal. Is this new?
Hi, Mom. It's me again. 2 messages in one day. Must be a new record, right? So, we're gearing up for a mission. I don't know where yet. I never do, but I wanted to reach out. I don't care what you say. I'm not breaking things off with Marie. It's my decision. Just because you think you control the system doesn't mean you control me.
True.
Remember when you forced me to enlist and I didn't talk to you for 6 months?
Wow, she forced him to enlist?
I don't want this to feel like that. Call me back when you get a chance. I'd love to hear from you before we deploy.
Okay, so we can also reply to this one.
Sweet boy, you must stay safe and return to us soon. You have an important job to do, and I trust you to do it well. However,
listen to your mother, it's your life. Yeah.
I may have spoken too harshly about your infatuation with this Marie. She cannot be all bad if you like her. But keep your head in the here and now. The belt is a dangerous place, and you can never let your guard down. In that way, it's like politics. I love you desperately, and I pray I will see your face again soon. Semper Fi, my sweet boy.
I'm glad that we can be a little bit more gentle the second time around. Okay, and then we've got mail from Ashanti. Mom. Oh, so we've also got a daughter? I probably don't need to tell you why I'm writing. After everything the two of you have been through, you're giving him hell over a girl? Really? For a diplomat, you certainly know how to burn your bridges. Char's in a bad place, so you need to go easy. We've been messaging since the deployment, as far back as Luna, and he's been hurting the whole time. Not that he'd ever let you see that. I've met this new girlfriend, Marie, and she's not what you think. Sharp as a razor and doesn't take shit from anybody. You'd probably like her, if you weren't already convinced you never will. Be a good mother and lay off the guy. Oh, and swing by sometime. Your grandchildren want to see you, and they're the ones in charge. Love, Ash. Cool. Alright. So maybe that's why we were a little bit gentler in our reply. I don't know if I was supposed to read that the other way around. You know what? It works out regardless. Should I be calling this guy first? I don't know if I need to call him again.
Oh, Chrisjen.
Hi.
I was just about to call you. The council has set the date for the reorganization vote.
Oh.
It's today, in full assembly.
I don't suppose you'd consider postponement for the council member who's working from a hole in the ground.
Oh, believe me, I asked, begged even. But there's
Surely.
too much momentum.
I'll find the votes. I can still change your mind. Ooh.
You're looking at this all wrong. Vote against this motion with me, and we can secure the belt without all the red tape of a committee.
While I'd never bet against your persuasive talents, I have a meeting to run to. I'll just have to go with my gut on this vote.
Jeffrey, I like you. You're ambitious, and you have balls. That's why I am telling you to cancel the vote. You don't want to go up against me.
Chrisjen, you are an inspiration. I've looked up to you for, well, my whole career. But this motion is moving forward, and last I counted, you were 3 votes short.
Cocksucker.
I've populated your screen with 5 delegates whose votes may be winnable.
Oh.
You should call them and see where they stand.
Very good.
Alright, nice. Okay, let's listen to Krusko's message now.
Undersecretary, this is Admiral Krusko. I'm afraid the situation near Juno has reached its inflection point. The Martians are now openly flouting system law, and this act cannot go unanswered. I understand your desire for caution in your temporary position. But that is no excuse for indecision. No orders have been issued, but I cannot guarantee the obedience of my captains. They understand that lives are at stake. They are only human. I implore you to transmit orders as soon as possible. Krusko, signing off.
This asshole won't respect me unless I make him.
Yeah, we'll probably have to threaten him, I imagine. Okay, so now we're supposed to gather more intel before replying to Krusko. So I'm imagining we're supposed to try and sway the votes before then? Or am I supposed to look around my office somewhere? I'm not really sure. Okay.
Now, to deal with this shitstorm on Juno, the map should tell me what I need to know.
See what you got then.
Still a lot to untangle with the Juno situation. It's easy to move things on and off worlds when nobody is watching.
This Ramses incident is starting to smell like a trap.
Docking log failures. In an unexpected lapse in station management, El Hashem Cooperative, the current holder of Juno's security contract, has disclosed that docking logs for the past 6 weeks of port traffic have been mysteriously previously deleted or misplaced. These logs track the origin, destination, cargo specifications, and personnel of every spacecraft passing through Juno's busy Port Rusa. How the logs were lost remains a mystery, but the joint UN and MCRN government pledges to launch a full investigation into the incident. Okay.
The Martians will seize every advantage, even if it means turning angry kids into terrorists.
Maybe that's what this Ramses provocation is about. Excuse to set off their operatives.
MCRN recruitment secret. Base station Ithaca City. UNMC operatives have confirmed the presence of Irana Kenkova, external recruiter for the MCRN Saturn fleet. Kenkova was seen with an OPA freelancer, Quill Caldera, in the manufacturing dome of Kirkwood, where a group of local mercenaries had gathered to meet with MCRN contacts. According to local informants, Martian recruiters such as Kenkova have been offering Belter militants elite combat training in exchange for their support in covert operations. The nature of these operations remains unclear. Okay, so that was for Vesta. What about Ramses 2?
Word of the Ramses presence will have reached every corner of Juno. Perhaps that's the point.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot that this one doesn't actually have anything in there. What about Tycho Station?
Johnson is a terrorist masquerading as a politician.
Fred Johnston offer to Secretary General Sorrento Gillis. I understand that an errant MCRN warship near Juno is raising tensions in the belt. Tycho Station wishes to offer the UN its logistical support or proxy mediation on behalf of the involved parties. Do not hesitate to reach out if we may be of assistance. The OPA wishes to take its place among the caretakers of our shared system. Let's do our part. Fred Johnson. Should I be looking at everything else too? I don't know if I need to.
As if I needed another reason to detest space travel. It's like living in a petri dish.
Okay, so maybe this is new. Corley Station is experiencing an outbreak of debilitating influenza that has sparked a complex-wide quarantine. UN officials and their staff have been evacuated until medical response crews can ensure the safety of on-site government facilities. Physicians and medtechs are being made available to all federal employees and full-time contractors. Please contact Titan Corley Station Control 116 for specific inquiries. Alrighty. Is that supposed to be the outbreak from Main Story? I don't remember what the name of that even was now.
Martyrs. No. Is it? Fanatics is more like it.
OPA demonstrations classified. Incident report for Ganymede. Memorials for 2 local OPA martyrs were held this past week involving political speeches, demonstrations, and a peaceful march along the Market Promenade in Lower Tross or Tross. 21 arrests were made. Further celebrations and protests are planned for the upcoming system-wide OPA Solidarity Day. Whether additional security is required has yet to be determined. Lieutenant Conan Steiger, Pinkwater Security. Alrighty.
Those high-price mercs better put an end to this. I don't want Chernobyl involved.
Pinkwater security forces have been deployed to the neighborhoods of Burtown and Asgard, and the shoemaker of Valhalla shipyards have been ordered to cease operations immediately. Violence over the failed Jovian Transit Union negotiations continues to spread, expanding outwards from administration complex of the Callisto shipyards into surrounding neighborhoods. UN and MCRN ground forces have been alerted to the conflict and are standing by. Okay, what about inner planets? I feel like maybe we just have to check everything again.
This means the Ramses 2 is alone. If there were stealth escorts, we would have noticed them missing.
MCRN ship inventory update. After a comprehensive review of the last 3 inventory surveys of shipyards on the Martian moons, I have collected the following information. Phobos 17, 2 assault cruisers, 7 FA cruisers, 13 destroyers, 5 light frigates, 2 patrol destroyers. Deimos 12, 1 assault cruiser, 4 FA cruisers, 2 destroyers, 3 light frigates, 2 patrol destroyers. Based on these numbers, the Martian home fleet has not moved any craft outside of their home system. Good sign. Hope this helps. UNN threat analysis, Qatar Ghazi. Alrighty.
Chernobyl has always liked the dust runners. Yet another topic we butt heads on.
Mysterious mass transit to Olympus Mons, or Mons? NGO observers on Mars are raising alarms over a huge movement of Martian citizens into the regions of Tharsis, west of Olympus Mons volcano and home to Hesperia Bay, the MCRN's largest military installation. Such a large migration has not been seen since the days of Vesta blockade. Sources close to Mars transit have attributed to the activity of performance by the music group of Dust Runners, who are scheduled for a live performance. However, UN intelligence is seeking additional information to rule out any unanticipated MCRN troop buildup. Sure.
Assassinating a poet. Literary criticism has certainly changed since I was a student.
Tour security, confidential. UN advisory J. Guzman Security. Over the next month, activist and poet Alonso Guzman will be touring the Eurasia Trade Zone to promote his newest poetry collection, Echoes of Peace in Times of War. Mr. Guzman has recently been targeted by the far-right Earth First movement in a politically ordered assassination directive. As a result, security in and around his speaking events will be heightened. A visit with the Secretary General is not currently on Mr. Guzman's agenda, but his schedule is subject to change. Man, I feel like we are getting so much information and I just don't know what to do with any of it.
I've never trusted Jules-Pierre Mao. Let's find out what he has to say for himself.
UNN intelligence via the UNN Triton in orbit around Io or LO has intercepted a series of highly encrypted tight beam messages between the personal network of industrialist Jules-Pierre Mao and an unclassified pirate collective. UNN representatives have reached out to Mao about the purpose of these messages. Command will be notified of developments. For further information on the status of the investigation, designation Calico, contact Captain Odessa Riordan. Okie dokie.
Still need to whip those votes.
I think we're done gathering information otherwise, though. Okay, first one, Dr. Natalie Dunning, Deputy Governor of Luna.
This is Deputy Governor Dunning.
Natalie, is Chrisjen.
I should have known.
I need a favor. How's the family?
How are you, my friend? And what about your husband and those delightful children?
Chris, if I thought you gave a shit about my family, we'd both be in a different line of work. Now, what do you need?
It's the Security Council vote. Can I count on you to reject the reorganization under Mendes?
I like you, Chris, but not enough for charity.
Meaning?
Shepard Complex has a faulty filtration system, and it needs updating, but the funds are never there. See that Shepard gets its new water tower, and I'll support you.
I'll see what I can do.
You're Chrisjen Avasarala. I expect a lot more than that.
Oh god, okay. New water tower. Okay, so next one, UN Finance Director, Treasury Department, Belt and Outer Planets. Also on Luna.
Well, this is a surprise.
Hi.
To what do I owe the honor?
This is about the vote to reorganize the Security Council.
Ah, I see. Well, Jeffrey Mendez is a spiteful worm, and any motion he champions is certainly one I will vote against.
Thanks.
So I have your support.
If you make me one promise.
Of course. I don't know.
I'm afraid I can't make you any promises, Director Singh.
Smart. As of now, I will vote with you against the reorganization. However, whatever happens in negotiations, you cannot raise taxes. If you plan a tax hike of any kind, you will be calling Mendez Sir before the week is out. Do you understand?
Is that a threat? No one wants that. Yeah.
More powerful Jeffrey Mendez is something nobody wants.
True, but power abhors a vacuum. If Mendez is stopped, who will step in to take his place? You?
I understand the situation, and I will make this work.
I appreciate the call, Madam Undersecretary. Good luck.
Yeah, I feel like he seems more promising than the First Lady, but I guess we'll see. Okay, Undersecretary of Oversight, Commerce Department, also on Luna.
Avasarala.
Hi.
Okoro.
You got a nice voice.
I've heard that you're undecided on the security reorganization.
Only because I knew you'd show up here eventually.
Don't patronize me. You're my only
I
hope.
know we've had our disagreements in the past, but your support in this vote is crucial.
How crucial?
Enough for me to be here kissing your ass when I should be in New York getting a manicure.
So I can give you the vote, but I'll need something in return.
Of course, of
Don't
course.
keep me in suspense.
We're getting a lot of flack from the wealthier tiers of the Earth admin zones. Too many private regulations over spaceport licensing.
You're joking.
They want the UN Accountability Office to deregulate private spaceports, and they're fine with higher taxes if that's what gets it done.
Very well. I will get back to you.
I'm sure you will, but only when your back's against the wall.
Does she think I do this to make friends?
Deregulate private spaceports. Oh god. But then that conflicts with the other vote for the taxes thing. Well, it says higher taxes are acceptable, but not necessarily that it will for sure. But, you know, senior managers, series manufacturing SMG, Treasury Department, Belt and Outer Planets on Earth. Okay.
Is this for real? Chrisjen Avasarala.
Nice voice,
It's been a long
too.
time.
Elena, it's been a few years.
Years? Come on. You remember the last time we saw each other.
Oh, play along?
Of course.
Sure.
That was a wonderful day we had together.
At the ambassador's funeral.
Oh.
Fuck.
It had its moments, I guess, but wonderful. You've always been a funny one, Chrisjen.
I thought that she was hinting at a
I need a
date.
favor.
Let me guess. Mendes security plan?
How did you know?
Singh warned me you'd be calling, but I understand why you're concerned. Any idiot can see what Mendes is trying to pull.
Can I count on you?
Okay.
You may, but only if the proposed water tower in Shepard Complex never moves forward.
Alright.
Oh, you're not a supporter of the project?
I'm not a supporter of handing Dunning another fucking victory to pad her resume for committee assignments.
I see.
I knew you would. Gotta run. Good luck today. day, Chrisjen.
Okay. No new water tower. And then the last one here. Oh, I forgot to read it. Minority leader of the People First Party.
What can I do for you, Madam Undersecretary?
I'm coming to you for help with the Security Council's reorganization proposal.
Oh, that. I'm afraid the belt's security status doesn't affect the People's Party's platform. Not directly, anyway.
Then I would like to ask for your vote.
And incur the wrath of Jeffrey Mendez? I don't know how I feel about that.
Could be you next time. Ooh.
Who's to say that Mendez won't come for you next?
True.
Why would he? Party has no quarrel with him.
Oh.
Listen, I want to help. But I have my own issue that I could use your support with.
Naturally.
The private spaceports of the wealthy are draining resources and crowding public lands. Now some delegates are attempting to remove the limited regulatory oversight we have.
Spaceport regulations. That's your issue?
That and raising taxes, of course. The people have spoken.
Okay.
Very well. Thank you for your time, Mr. Weiss.
Anytime. We appreciate your support.
I've captured the findings from your conversations with the delegates. You can review and prepare your policy decisions when ready.
Very good. I'll meet you at your station.
Okay, before we do that, we do still need to send a reply to Cusco. So let's do that now before I forget.
Cusco, here are your orders. You will remain in place. You will not intercept the MCR and Ramses 2. Mars has been recruiting and training elite Belta mercenaries to hide among the populace of Juno Station. They are armed and ready to take over the station at the slightest provocation. We will not give it to them. I've also been reviewing your sealed personal file. It reads like a fucking tabloid. Sex, nepotism, cover-ups. It would only take one word from me to have it unsealed and all over the news tonight. I will await your confirmation of these orders.
I guess I really could have done that first, after we had gotten all the information. I wasn't sure if the voting stuff would affect that at all, but it didn't really seem like it did. Man, I need a fucking drink after that.
I'm not ready for a break yet.
Man.
I'm ready to work out my policy positions.
Here we go. It's time.
Let's figure out which policies I support to get the vote locked in.
I have the summary for you to review.
Oh, thank God. Because I did not really remember. Okay, voting summary. Okoro, yes to deregulate private spaceports. Singh, no tax increases. Dunning, yes to new water tower, requires raising taxes. Weiss, no to deregulation of private spaceports, yes to raising taxes. Oh, why did I think his was not raising taxes? Maybe it was the other one, I don't know. Masterson, no new water tower. Okay, I think a lot of these honestly cancel each other out just because of the raising taxes. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, so we do need to deregulate.
Give Earth, rich idiots, even less oversight. Yes on deregulation.
Understood.
And then we're against raising taxes.
Singh is a single issue voter. No new taxes.
Got it.
And we are against building.
I need Masterson's vote.
I'm pretty sure.
If she's not wrong about the water tower, it will have to wait.
Sounds good.
Because the other ones had the raising tax thing, so I think that would have canceled everything out. I'm pretty sure that was right. Let's submit.
Let me double check these tallies.
Master Negotiator
Congratulations,
achievement.
Madam Deputy. This should secure you the votes.
Nice.
I'll send along your policy commitments to the 5 delegates.
Thank fuck. Of course, none of that will matter if I'm not there to cast the deciding vote.
I've requested a postponement to the session. In lieu of that, you can always connect in remotely now that the power's restored.
I'm not banking on it. Keep pressing them. I've done all I can for now.
Time for a drink.
Am I ready for a break? Or is there more to do?
That's it, man. I need a fucking drink after all that, man. So much information. I just like feel very overwhelmed with all of it. You want to drink with me?
Secretary, full power has been restored to the compound.
That's good news.
But the Security Council still hasn't responded to our request to postpone the vote.
No matter. So long as the trains are running, I will be there to see the look on Amanda's face when I end this farce.
Very good. I'll prepare for your imminent arrival when you're ready.
Oh.
What now? Lockdown protocols, Archangel. Move!
What? Where are you taking me? Oh.
Ma'am, this is Private Sharp.
I know who the fuck this is. Who the fuck else locked me in this prison?
It was for your own safety. There's been a security breach in the compound, ma'am.
Lash out, sympathize. Oh, let's be nice.
I understand you're only doing your job, Private, but you're being manipulated. There is no security breach.
I don't know anything about it, ma'am. Just following orders. We're conducting our sweep now, and we will have the site secure as soon as possible.
I can't wait for soon. The vote is happening now. That's the whole point of all this. Sharp, this is your last chance. Obey my orders and let me out of here now, or deal with the consequences.
I'm so sorry, ma'am. The consequences are immaterial. I have my orders and must see them through.
Yes, motherfucking soldier you are. Dismissed, Private.
I wonder if me being aggressive there would have changed anything. I kind of feel like not. Get out of the safe room and meditate. Okay.
At least my prison can smell nice.
Sure.
Nishan even thought to personalize the safe room. Sometimes that boy scares me.
That's quite sweet. Let's meditate a little bit because you are very stressed out and you're stressing me out because of it. There we go. Nice and cozy. Very good. Let's do a little prayer.
Give me the strength to break down that goddamn door and get to that boat in time. Give me the self-control not to murder that fucking admiral or anyone else who gets in my way today. Forget about me. Just protect my son. Just keep me from setting myself on fucking fire.
Feel better now? Alrighty.
You'll never know when you'll need to light some incense or the occasional contraband cigarette.
Sure. Let's take it. Do I need it? I don't know.
This might come in handy.
I have a lighter like that too. News terminal.
Unless I can find a way out of here, the vote will pass and Mendes will kill me with his smugness.
Okay. Well, I see the smoke sensor there.
I guess it wouldn't be a safe room without a smoke alarm.
Let's go ahead and set that off real quick. Because I feel like that would...
There's smoke. There's fire alarm.
I would force him to open the door, right?
Come on.
Too short. Oh.
Fuck me. It's real?
Nah. Yeah.
Deputy Undersecretary, are you alright?
Nisha.
My hero.
Nisha, my hero. My savior. What's wrong with your screen?
Poor reception. Reinforced walls. Can't connect to the boat from in here.
What the fuck is your plan then?
I don't know. I'm so sorry.
Don't apologize. Just blow. Blow!
Oh, that's pretty smart. There we go.
Ma'am? What's happening? I'm coming in. What is this? Where's the Deputy Undersecretary?
No. That's cute. Get bamboozled, bro. He looks so disappointed in himself.
Enjoy the R&R, Private. You've earned it.
Ma'am, let me out.
Nishan?
Linking you into the session now.
If that's all the arguments, we will convene the vote. All those in favor.
Excuse me, counselors. I have the Deputy Undersecretary. Madam, whenever you're ready.
Counselors, I apologize for my tardiness. I have been enjoying the Secretary General's underground hospitality today. We all want to increase security in the belt, but this vote will not accomplish it. The measure is
A ploy? A joke? Sure, a ploy.
a political maneuver. Undersecretary Mendes has no experience in the belt, and putting him in charge is a dangerous overreach. Counselors, my son is stationed on Callisto. No one wants to de-escalate tensions in the belt more than me. But this motion will only lead to more chaos.
Thank you, Madam Avasarala. We'll convene the vote then. All those in favor?
Oh.
All opposed? The motion has failed 67 to 66. Security in the belt will remain under the jurisdiction of the Deputy Undersecretary. Thank you, everyone. Meeting adjourned.
One last thing, Secretary. I would like to put on the record my personal commendation of one Private Sharp.
Oh, steadfast, valiant. I don't know which one's better.
For remaining steadfast to his post in the face of tremendous obstinacy by yours truly. He's an exemplary soldier, and I see a bright future for him after today.
Yeah.
Your commendation has been added to the record. Meeting adjourned.
Cute.
The security protocols are lifted. Ma'am, I don't know what to say.
Thank God. Now, get the hell out of my office.
Ma'am? Yes, ma'am.
No. That was quite sweet. She didn't really have to do that.
Office? I rather like the sound of that.
Alright, cool. Review messages at the computer or play chess with art. Okay. Let's just go around and touch everything again.
Maybe Arjun would want to take a vacation this summer.
Yeah, that would be quite nice. Can I pray some more? No, no more praying. Okay. No, my glass.
I could clean this up, but that would eliminate any chance of the Secretary General slipping on it and landing on his face.
Okay then.
If Nishan's smart, he'll be able to have my job before long. If he is smarter, he'll turn it down. I'm glad I didn't have to resort to drowning myself in this thing. When I'm finished with Mendes, he'll be lucky to get work down here as a subterranean gardener. My next drink will be coming from my own bar at home. Maybe my next too. I'll bet nobody ever thanks you either.
I can look at this again? Why?
Once again, I am the one cleaning up a UNN disaster. They should make me a fleet admiral.
I'll look at it after. I just want to play more chess.
My dear, don't worry about Shanapa. He has found a woman who sees what a wonderful man he is. The rest will sort itself out. But it's not just our headstrong son. I can hear it in your voice. The weight of the world is on your shoulders. What else is troubling you?
Atlas had it easy. He only had one planet to worry about.
I don't know. Let's defend.
You know how it is. The entire solar system intent on destroying itself, and a bunch of soldiers and politicians intent on letting it. I kept things from falling apart, at least for one more day. I tell you the rest over dinner.
Keep Arjun in check achievement. I don't know what that means. Maybe it's just for playing chess with him. Why can't I look at this again? Do I have to?
The situation on Juno could have been much worse. We must do better.
Juno destabilization, secret. Vesta 1200, Vesta Station, Ithaca City. UNN intelligence is working to locate and neutralize 3 squads of Martian-trained Belter mercenaries sent to destabilize Juno Station. 1 squad was intercepted en route to the moon via Vesta, but the remaining 3 are still at large. It's suspected that operatives with the MCRN Covert Operations Division have assumed control of the mission and run the groups to ground. While not confirmed, it's believed that these Martian-trained mercenaries were part of a false flag operation to seize Juno under the guise of OPA terrorists. Okay.
The Martians may know how to wage war, but their subterfuge is shit.
Mission, disruption, and support. Okay, you know.
I still can't help but wonder, why is Mars so hell-bent on Juno's capture?
MCRN plot uncovered. Top secret. UN Admiral Carmine Crusco has confirmed that there is significant evidence of Martian meddling in attempts to overflow the UNN-MCRN joint government in Juno. The OPA partisans responsible for the brutal attacks on station infrastructure and security have been linked to operatives of the Elite Martian Expeditionary Group, MEG, Special Operations Brigade known for covert attacks across UN-protected space. Jupiter Fleet Command has launched a full-scale investigation into the events around the MCRN Ramses II and its aftermath. Sure, alright.
The OPA will need to get its members under control. Such chaos is a liability.
Sabotage attempt, secret. Reports of a suspected sabotage attempt have been flooding in from UNMC operatives currently embedded with construction crews of Tycho Station. The target of the thwarted attack was the LDSS Nauvoo, the construction platform's primary project. Around 1,305 hours, an undisclosed number of improvised explosive devices were detected during routine integrity scans, triggering security measures. After several hours of intense comms review, 3 men were taken into custody by the station's private police force and are now being held on terrorism charges. They are believed to be radical members of the Golden Bow, a faction within the larger OPA movement. Tycho Station has not yet issued an official statement. Okay.
Mars keeps trying to expand. If only they'd stick to their own planet.
New Mars Dome. Contrary to statements made by Martian Prime Minister Richards in the latest summit with UN Secretary General Sorrento Gillis, newly revealed satellite images captured by the Martian Defense Corps appears to show construction of a new dome structure in the Valles Marineris Canyon system. The infiltration of the MDC surveillance network remains undiscovered. Therefore, there is no reason to suspect image manipulation. However, UN intelligence are advising caution until the data can be fully authenticated. Sure.
It's better to be safe than sorry, especially when you're dealing with the MCRN.
Troop movements debunked. After large numbers of Martian citizens were seen traveling west of Olympus Mons, UN intelligence assets have confirmed reports that the movements are related to Dust Runners concert. The validity of these reports were corroborated by on-the-ground agents who confirmed that several thousand Martians were present at the concert and described the situation as musically painful and like being beaten over the head with a banjo. Assets will remain in the area of Hesperia Base for further observation. Okie dokie.
Someone needs to put these Belters in their place. days. They're lucky I'm not the Secretary General.
Return of Secretary General, top secret. As the situation in the belt worsens, UNSC analysts have advised the Secretary General to postpone his planned tour of the inner planets and return to Earth. The rising tensions on Callisto and subsequent threats to the UN officials in Redacted have necessitated a system-wide security alert. As a precaution, the Jupiter, Saturn, and Sol fleet commands have increased security and intelligence gathering to threat level red. Sure.
Apparently, being a billionaire doesn't make you a great parent. Who knew?
Mao reports abduction, urges patience. Reviewed and approved by UN and intelligence, classify items redacted. I've received replies about cryptic type beams from Julius Pierre Mao and MKM. Mao claims that his daughter, Julie Mao, was abducted by pirates and is being held for ransom. The exchange of messages between parties constituted private negotiations for the hostage's safe return. Despite her insistence that his representatives follow UNMC protocol for kidnapping de-escalation, Mao has stated that while his methods may prove unorthodox, he is committed to recovering the hostage himself. Oh, okay. Yeah, Julie was the girl that we met in main story that I did actually quite like her. Okay.
Earth and Mars working together to dig holes in the ground. How inspiring.
Ice mining reports increases yield. A joint team of scientists from the MCR and Earth Corporation Protogen have increased their ice mining operations on Titan, Enceladus, and Phoebe, with yields increased over 200% from previous years. The rest of Saturn's moons are in the process of being surveyed, with core samples taken for mineral analysis. Okie dokie.
We can cure disease, but we can't cure each other. Our collective madness.
Population rise. The growth in overall population is being attributed to 3 healthcare centers recently opened in Magnus Dome. In the time since their completion in 2340, these cutting-edge facilities, the Human Physiology Lab, the Jovian Institute of Infectious Disease, and Emergency Triage Network, are estimated to have reduced the mortality rate by 4.7%. Unfortunately, not all news out of Magnus Dome is good. In a statement, Dr. Graydon Hart, director of Ganymede Collective Health, had this to say about the conditions on the moon. While mortality has dropped and treatable injuries and disease are being addressed by advancements in the medical system, political violence continues to be the leading cause of death in citizens ages 18 to 36. Okie dokie.
Still, no reason Chernobyl should be called in. God help us. Let it not escalate any further.
Troop mobilization notice, top secret. United Nations Marine Corps, UNN Jupiter Fleet, Signals Corps, Surface Operations, mobilization notice. At the orders of Jupiter Fleet Command, Marines on Callisto Station are being mobilized. In response to anti-government activity and incidents of violence, reserves are on high alert. Further reports are incoming. Alrighty. Can I look at this dude one more time?
You make this job look harder than it is.
I don't know, man. I've been kind of struggling. It's a lot of reading and information.
Should I mess with all the SG's screen settings before he gets back from Luna?
Yes.
Does that count as treason?
No, you should 100% do that. I think that would be quite funny. Nothing new in my phone hand terminal?
No new message from Chernobyl yet. Hopefully a good sign.
Yeah. What is this? Madam Undersecretary, I asked my UNN contact for information on Char's recent communications. Here's what he found. Oh, from Nishan, right? CA. I wrote you a poem that I don't know how to read that, but there it is. ME, Atakitaki, CA. Be honest, how bad was it? Not bad, but you need some practice before you meet me matna, though. Your parents are gonna hate a lot more about me than my long belta. Don't worry, Satara, we'll figure it out. Okay, so this is just her son and his girlfriend talking, I guess.
Let's see if the world managed to keep itself together in my absence.
Okay, let's go ahead and call the people we need to call.
Jeffrey, what an exciting vote that was.
Indeed. How wonderful that you were able to make it after all.
I've been meaning to tell you, an ambassador position has just opened up on one of Neptune's moons. It occurs to me that someone with your ambition would be a perfect candidate.
You wouldn't actually create a brand new ambassador position just to send me to the ass end of the solar system?
Yes, I would. Yeah.
You seriously underestimate how petty I can be. Enjoy the trip. I hear Titan is lovely this time of year.
Now, wait just a minute.
We've got a message from Cusco now.
Madam Avasarala, I've received your message.
Yeah.
I am, frankly, shocked that you would address a member of the armed services in this way, and I am extremely grateful that you did. I've reviewed the evidence you sent. It's subtle, but I see the ploy. MCRN will pay for this provocation. Not today. We have not engaged with the Ramses II, and I've just received word that they are beginning to course correct. I don't appreciate the regrettable moments of my past entering the conversation, but I can't help but respect your drive to accomplish your mission at all costs. this. Ma'am, you have my gratitude, and the gratitude of the brave men and women on board the Josie Wales. Kristelle out.
Wow, we actually gained his respect. That's pretty cool. Okay.
Admiral Kristelle, thank you for sharing the good news.
Nice work, fucking finally. Yeah.
Thank you for doing the heroic work of listening to your fucking superior.
Why not?
You're quite right. The MCRN will pay for this, but in trade tariffs and censures, I assure you, I'll make it just as painful for them. Please inform my office of your next rotation back to Earth. First round is on me.
Alright, here we go. Freedom at last.
Madam Undersecretary?
Yes, Nathan. You know, I feel strangely sentimental about you in this role. I worry that you in the flesh again may be something of a letdown.
Oh.
Madam, it's news from Callisto, and it's not good.
Show me.
What?
Although all reports have yet to be verified, it has been confirmed that a significant, violent uprising has occurred on the shared MCR-UN moon station of Callisto.
What?
In what the UN is calling the Callisto Insurrection, Martian-backed laborers in the shipyards of Callisto turned on UN peacekeepers in what is believed to have been a coordinated attack.
Oh.
While tensions have been mounting in the region for some days, the exact purpose of the attacks and any possible coordination with Mars remain unknown. The Martian Congressional Republic has yet to issue a statement. And just in, we have learned that UN Marines are being deployed and are being met with fierce resistance at the station. We are also told that some military officials now believe that a portion of the uprisers may be OPA operatives posing as shipyard workers.
It's a message from your son.
Oh shit. Is he dead? Was there a way to prevent that?
Listen, I haven't heard back from you yet, and I can't talk long, but I didn't want to go into a mission the way we left things.
Madam Undersecretary.
I want to thank you for believing in me. I know we don't always agree, but I'm still grateful for your support and even your advice, sometimes.
Chrisjen, they've released the official list of casualties.
I didn't want to enlist, but maybe you were right to twist my arm. I've learned a lot out here. I even met someone really special. So thank you. I love you, Mom. I'll call you again soon.
That's how I feel too after all that work. I don't understand if there was a way for me to prevent that. I feel like we read everything. Okay, on the train. I really don't know if I could have avoided that somehow or not.
Wait, who is this?
Marie.
You don't know me. My name is Chrisjen Avasarala. I'm Sharnapol's mother, and you must be Marie.
That was it? What do you mean? Oh shit. Oh, okay. What? Okay, let's go through the choices, I guess. I think the achievement was, I didn't even get to read the name. I think it was just for finishing the chapter. 43% told Char to forget about his girlfriend. 57% told him to get tested. Introduction to Crisco. 72% were diplomatic when speaking to Crisco. 28% was aggressive. Meditation. 76% meditated and prayed. 19% meditated or prayed. 5% didn't meditate or pray. Blaming the blackout. 49% said she was being cautious and suspecting that Mendez was behind the blackout. 51% were sure about Mendez being behind the blackout. Does that affect anything though? Advice for Char. 77% told Char she was too harsh about his girlfriend. 23% told Char to listen to her about his girlfriend. I don't know if he even got that message though, because he said that he hadn't heard back from us. Okay, dealing with Crisco. 14% found the evidence and convinced Crisco. 76% convinced Crisco but didn't find the evidence. 10% failed to convince Crisco to stop the attack. Okay, but I feel like that would have been the thing, wouldn't it? To have prevented Char from dying? Because otherwise, what is the point of any of it? what? I don't, like, how would that have changed? I don't know. Maybe I'm just not understanding. Okay, getting the votes. 65% got all the votes she needed on the first try. 9% got the votes she needed on the second try. 26% needed multiple tries to get all the votes. Okay, so maybe if you don't get it, like when he calculates it for you, you can do it again. Sharp words. 62% kept her cool when she was trapped in the safe room. 38% lashed out at Sharp when she was trapped in the safe room. No, Sharp was so nice. So maybe that's what determines if you kind of give him a vouch or not. Okay, and then finishing the game, 83% played all 3 rounds of chess with Arjun. 17% didn't play all 3 rounds of chess. Okay. I am so confused. I'm genuinely like... Alright guys, so that was it for Telltale's The Expanse bonus episode / DLC. If you're like watching onto other playthroughs, I'll sure leave some playlist links down in the description box, as well as all my social links are down there as well. So I am honestly not super sure how I felt about this episode. I feel like it was just a lot of information overload and just a lot of reading for not so much payoff. Like, they did highlight the things, I guess, that were like the evidence that we needed to find, but it was just, I feel like it took all of the time to read everything and it just was kind of for nothing. I understood what was going on, but I didn't understand why I was supposed to care about a lot of it, I feel like. Obviously, that's just kind of my personal opinion, so take it with a grain of salt. I don't want to like offend anybody if you did really enjoy it or anything like that. I feel like it was just probably more enjoyable for people who did watch the TV show. It just kind of felt like the whole point of these games is that it was supposed to be like an onboarding experience so that you don't necessarily have to watch them or to kind of like understand and enjoy these ones. Hopefully that kind of makes sense. But yes, anyways, that is gonna be it for me tonight, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. As always, of course, don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up if you like me. It helps me a lot. But otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, goodbye.